or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Yeah. Oh, things have been just crazy. I know I haven't done lives in a while. Things are just going crazy. So, Danny, stop. Stop that. Just stop. Just stop. So, how have you guys been, survivors? You know, since this thing has come out with, I think it's Charlie Kirk and Trump, we have popped back up in the conversations. And why is that? Because we have been staying away, letting people say whatever, because we done been talked about, we done been done wrong, everything. So there's nothing that anybody can say or do to Black people that we don't already know about. But one thing, we're not standing for it no more. I don't know how we became the topic of the conversation. It's crazy. I get so tired of that. You know, I was thinking, if we got rid of the KKK members, all of them, anybody that is with them, talk to them, and why haven't they been dismantled? Don't tell me, it just trips me out how the Black Panthers were dismantled. Sometimes it's just unfortunate and things happen like that. But why haven't the KKK been dismantled? I think that's what needs to be pushed. And if you have any affiliation with this organization, you should be punished, because there's a lot of unaliving that they have done and continue to do. It's unfortunate. It's crazy that this nation has fallen, and it's such a shame to other nations. It's a shame. It's a shame. We are ashamed. Pitiful. You can go fight in a war. You can be a citizen here. Fight in a war for this country. And the ones that govern the country don't even acknowledge you. Where are we headed? Where is America headed? Think about it. If we have a civil war again, we will lose all against each other. It just be unfortunate. Stop it, Romeo. Stop. Quit. Talking to my doggies. Stop. They always do that. When I'm doing something and my attention is not on my dogs, this is what they do to get my attention. I don't know why. They Yorkies, so they're spoiled. But I was just thinking about that. And that has been on my mind for a long time. Romeo, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? No, I'm going to give you a bath. Hi to the people. Come on. Say hi to the people. Hold on, y'all. Romeo wants to say hi. Okay. Here we go. Say hi. Romeo. Say hi, Romeo. No, I love my dogs, y'all. I don't care what you say. They are the best friends, your animals. They're on a whole different level than your human counterparts, than you. And that you want to say hi to the people too. This is my okay. But it opened up more. And I realized that everything on this planet is surviving, from the trees to the end. And then also, I was thinking, you know how people say, well, hey y'all, uh, hold on. Well, don't be depressed. Don't be depressed. But you know what? I understand depression because I have major depression. So I'm just pretty much every day. Every day, that cloud tries to come over on me. But I always say I don't want to be depressed today. Not today. And unfortunately for us as melanated people, as a um, woman, melanated skin. Good day, love. Hi, Cornell. We find a lot of us as melanated people suffer from some type of post-traumatic slavery syndrome. And it's not actually what we are doing at that moment. It is a generational thing from post-slavery, from slavery times. Because, and I say that to say this, times, and I have been diagnosed. So I have been diagnosed with major depression. At times, I can find myself not wanting to be depressed or just becoming depressed. Hold on, baby. I'm going to give you a bath in a minute. Becoming depressed or just a feeling of depression. And I didn't understand post-traumatic slavery syndrome until I started doing research on it and realized that this is a real thing. I'm not a doctor. I don't hold a degree in psychology. It is only from my personal experience with my major depression. I couldn't understand years ago, well, before I got diagnosed and just, raised my kids and just living life, even when I was married. I couldn't understand why I was just depressed. What is this feeling coming from? I could have everything in the world, you know, um, everything. And everything from the outside was perfect. Everything looked like, okay, she's happy. She got this, she got that. But I couldn't understand where or why I was feeling depressed. I found out now on both sides of my family depression runs. Well, when I started doing my ancestry for my Indian um, ancestry, or for my Indian card, I realized, looking back at everything and finding out a lot of things, that this depression ran back that far, and probably further than what um, I seen, or I gathered in my research for my ancestry. So it's better when you get an understanding of yourself. I believe authentic is how I will live, and it's how I need to live. And I believe it, once you are true to yourself, you're true to your life, true to who you are, true to what you love, true to what you like, what you don't like, you will find more peace in life. And that is your happiness. That is how you be happy. You don't live for what the world can see. You live in your truth and authenticity. You know? And then when I was doing my ancestry, I read a story about a slave that um, could hear, it was a woman, she could hear her husband, wasn't her, but her husband being whipped, the scream. She could hear that. While the master's family was inside getting ready for church. Now, y'all, this bothered me because not only am I on a mental journey, I'm on a spiritual journey. And I kept asking myself, and I had, I've been baptized before, but I went to this church and I was going to get baptized and baptized again and just kind of, try to find my spiritual balance. But the question kept coming up in my mind, how can I worship the same God that they worshiped while my people were being abused? What in me what do I need to see or feel to get comprehension of that or understanding of that? Because I just don't. I don't know how that can be, you know. I do think we as a people, are used to somebody telling us what we need to do. We did not worship the same God. We did not have to. We knew that we all were one. We knew that there was a higher power. We knew that there were things that we were protecting us. Um, to be a Christian, you accept Jesus Christ in your heart. That's not how they used to do it. They didn't do that during slavery times. I'm on a journey to understand that. And if anybody out there can give me an answer, I'm listening. How can I believe in the same God that allowed you to treat my people the way you did? And look, it was not just one person, it was their whole race, a whole nationality. Because there's really only one race, which is supposed to be the human race, but of course, superiorities have come across and wants to create these divisions. And that's what we have. Daddy, I see you. I know you want a bath. I'm going to give you a doggy bath. I am. Okay? I'm just talking to the people right now. Okay? Okay, sweetheart? Look, he wants a bath, y'all. I'm going to give him a bath. We going to take a doggy bath. Okay? We are. I love you. You ready to take one? Are you going to be first? Are you going to be first? Y'all, and they have a channel called Yorkie Power. And we're going to be making some jean jackets, doggy jean jackets. And I'm going to be making doggy clothes that, inexpensive, because dog clothes can be very expensive. But I just wanted to bring that to light with us. And we have to get better as a people. There's been so much division that we have allowed. See, I was talking to someone and I was telling them that we as the Black community need to be responsible for us, responsible for our lives, responsible for what we allow. Once we agree that we allow certain things, we need to begin to heal. And also, I think it's very important that we begin to heal. Anyway, I love you guys. Remember to change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Make good choices. Now I'll come back live a little later. I'm gonna get these little